I'm Ioana. I grew up in Romania during communism and I defected in 1995. I got to the United States in 1996 and I came here because I wanted to be free. I wanted to be able to speak freely. And I grew up in fear of being sent to prison together with my family if I say anything against the communist government. And lately, in the last 10 years or so, I got more and more worried because it seems like our freedom of speech is under threat, especially by Hillary Clinton and the Democratic administration. The education system is telling students things that are not accurate. They're leaving out a lot of the truth about what happened in socialism and communism. And people are getting disinformed and they're pressured into subscribing to a certain ideology that big government takes care of everybody. And there is always corruption with big government. There's no advantage into sending money to the federal government and bringing it back for the social services, because a lot of people jump on that money and it doesn't end up helping people. In the end, the people on the ground who are helping are the same people, whether the money comes from the federal government or from the local government and private organizations. But I'm mostly worried about freedom of speech and people being bullied into keeping their mouth shut because they believe something different than the establishment, both Democratic and Republican. So I'm voting with Donald Trump because we need to get rid of this political correctness, and if you disagree with someone, it doesn't mean that you're a racist or a bigot. So we need to get away and have courage to speak the truth and then respect each other. Most people I know, I have friends who are liberals and Democrats, and we want almost exactly the same thing, want prosperity and freedom and security. So why should we fight against each other? And Hillary Clinton said that half of Trump supporters are deplorables or irredeemables. This is really very offensive to tens of millions of people. How can she unite the country? Donald Trump has the guts, and he doesn't have anything in it, except he wants to make this country better. So I'm voting with Donald Trump, and I'm here with a couple of other friends who would like to say a few words.
Hi, my name is Mary Claire, or Maria Elena Cantu Claire, and I'm also a supporter for Donald Trump. I'm originally born and raised in South Texas, only 8 miles from the border. It is very fearful right now with all of the immigration that is crossing. Yes, I am Hispanic. Yes, I do speak Spanish. Yes, I understand completely about the immigration. The people in South Texas, the people in North Texas, the people along the border, they also would like the illegal immigration to cease and a wall to be put up. There is a lot of us who do want that wall to come through. So Donald Trump, build that wall. I say build it 10 feet higher each time. Let's get it done. Yo soy María Elena Cantú Claire, vengo del sur de Texas. Allí hay donde está la cruzadera más grande de todo el sur de todos los Estados Unidos. Deseamos que se ponga el borrador para poner el edificio que Trump quiere poner para parar todos los que están cruzando ilegal. No es por las personas que quieren venir y trabajar y hacerse ciudadanos. No es por eso. Estamos bajo de un terrorismo que es muy difícil poder saber quiénes son los terroristas. Solo que no es para uno. Ustedes viven en México. Si son mexicanos, están cruzando. Saben que están cruzando ilegalmente. Saben que quieren venir por beneficios. ¿Por qué? Porque este país da mucho. Pero si Hillary Clinton es la que ustedes van a elegir y es la que se pone, ella no está para nosotros. Ella está en contra. Ella quiere cambiar este país a no un país libre, pero a un país que es comunista, de donde ustedes vienen. Recuerden, ella es corrupta. ¿Ustedes quieren el mismo gobierno corrupto? No lo creo. I don't believe you want a communistic country. I do not believe that you want to live in a country in which you are silenced. We need to be able to have the freedom. So, looking behind, there it is. Freedom is the only tent big enough for everyone. That is inclusive. Let's keep our borders closed. Let's honor our Constitution. Let's come together and united and vote for Donald J. Trump and Mike Pence. Thank you. Make America great again.
My name is Jaheim R. Hills. I support the military first for protecting me by protecting the borders from terrorist acts. And I'm voting Trump because I'm a Republican on the fact that, you know, if you have money, you should be able to control it instead of it being taxed and controlled by the Democratic organization, how they just like fund different programs and put money in their pocket. Or if you paying taxes, you may not care because you might not pay attention to like 5 cents or 10 cents off a dollar. But that adds up and you're not getting nothing from it. And another thing is security is first. You know, I'm a part of humanity. I support the whole world, but you know, security in America is first to me. So I'm a real American.
Can I say one more thing? So this morning, guys, having breakfast at McDonald's, and I struck a conversation with 3 bikers that just came in. I just met them. They're really cool, all voting for Trump. And one of them pointed out how ironic it is that I'm wearing a Rolling Stone t-shirt and I'm voting for Trump. And we kind of had a good laugh. And I said, you know, most of life to me seems ironic, especially these days with what's happening. And I am a little bit of a hippie, and you know what? You can be a hippie and vote for Donald Trump. I think he's the cool candidate. He's the one who's for freedom. He's the one who has principle and courage and energy. And, you know, Hillary is just the most corrupt politician ever. And what the FBI and the Justice Department has been doing, it reminds me of a third world country with the most corrupt cartel of politicians. We are losing our government, and we don't have a country